All right, so I saw this clip before. I thought it was interesting. Her title is pretty much "How Do You Divorce the Good Guy?" Okay, so let's play that and let's check it out.
Can we talk about how hard it is to leave the good guy? One, when you say, I want a divorce, and he's like, no, I want to work this out. Everything's going to be fine. You know, we can get through this, and he's so encouraging, and everything's just so fucking peachy keen, right? We talk about how I'm manipulated into staying because he's a good guy. He does nothing wrong. Like, the only thing he's guilty of is being lazy and, you know, not putting in effort like we did when we were in the beginning of our relationship, like any other marriage. He doesn't beat me, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't take money from me, but he downplays my emotions. I don't think he fully understands me, and we've talked about this, y'all. This is all been in counseling, but how do you leave the good guy? I'm having, like, an internal battle right now because, like, I want to leave. I want to file divorce papers, and I want to freaking run to Maine or something. I mean, am I the crazy one? Am I the crazy one? Because I keep throwing these fits and fighting with him. I look legit crazy because I literally stay in bed all day. A lot of that is because if I don't stay in bed all day, I will nitpick him. And I didn't start doing this until like last year. Like, I don't, because I'm so unhappy with myself that I will nitpick him and tear him apart. So if I stay in bed, I won't be mean. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And I'm only sharing this because I swear to God I promise transparency. And I swear to God I promise the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I am struggling today. But this has been an ongoing struggle for the past like 6 months of my marriage. And I've said it here and there in videos, but I've never gotten this raw. I'm tired of marriage counseling. I'm tired of trying. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready for a divorce. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally at my capacity. I feel like I'm stretched thin. I feel like I can't describe it. But I am not okay today. Can we talk about how hard it...
This is something I want to talk about. If you guys haven't heard, okay, divorces are about 40 to 50%. Okay, the divorce rate. Divorces are filed by women about 70% of the time. Here's the thing that the society misconstrues. They will say, oh my God, it's always the men's fault. He cheated. That's why they're divorced. That's why the divorce rate is so high. Cheaters. Men are cheaters. That's why women are divorcing men at such high rates. I think that's a lie. Because when you write down reasonings for divorces, a lot of divorces, the reasonings that they put down is, irrevocable differences. And again, there's no proof. I have no studies. I have no proofs on this, but my own personal opinions. I honestly believe that a lot of women are like this. They divorce men because of their emotions. Because of this is the thing, right? I saw a study that women are the ones who get predominantly bored in long-term committed relationships. They get bored quicker. And here's my 2 cents on that. Because women, they are addicted, and I've said this plenty of times, women are addicted to emotional highs. The dopamine effect of emotional highs, right? The happiness of the chemistries of like first time dating. The first time dating, the emotional highs of getting to know someone new, first time having sex, first time having kiss, all that stuff, right? Women are addicted to the emotional highs of those. Women are also addicted to the emotional lows because it's a dopamine effect of like being a victim, chaos, okay? Breakups, arguments, domestic whatever. Women are addicted to these emotional highs and lows. So I think a lot of times when women are in relationships or marriages with good men, right? Men that's not needing to rock the boat, but they are bored of those men because those men don't give these women the dopamine highs, okay, of these high and low emotional states that they want. So women will leave good men because of they are bored. They are bored of this stable relationship. They're bored of a man who's just going the flow, right? Who are just, he's the same every day. It's a routine. And a lot of men, they can get into a routine. It is what it is, right? Men, if they are happy or, if they're fine with life, they will be set in a routine. A lot of women, they get bored of that. So a lot of times they will cause chaos. So one of the big chaos they cause is divorce. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about that. Let's break this clip down.
Is to leave the good guy. When you say, I want a divorce, and he's like, no, I want to work this out. Everything's going to be fine. We can get through this, and he's so encouraging, and everything's just a fucking peachy keen, right? We talk about how I'm manipulated.
This is sometimes, I'm on the fence of this, right? When one person doesn't want to be in the relationship while the other person does, I always think it's a recipe for disaster, right? I always think that's a recipe for disaster, because if both person do not want to be in this relationship, it is hard to change a person's mind. Okay, I've said this before, where it is easier to reinforce an idea or a state of mind that, let's say, if they want to be in the marriage, it's easier to reinforce that feeling than it is to change the person's mind when they say, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. It's harder to change their mind to, flip.
Just staying because he's a good guy, does nothing wrong. Like, the only thing he's guilty of is being lazy and, not putting in effort like we did when we were in the beginning of our relationship.
That's something I wanted to talk about. I honestly believe the we thing is a effing lie. It's the him thing. This is the thing that women are suffering from, and that's an ugly image. I stopped the crazy part. But this is the thing, right? In the beginning, the dating process, the courting, men basically put in all the effort. The planning of the dates, taking the woman on the date, paying for the date, impressing her, giving her fun experiences, putting effort into wooing the woman, while the woman put in absolutely zero effort. That's the thing. And this is a theory I've been working on. That this is the consequences of women's actions. Okay? How women are expected of men putting in so much effort in the dating process, in the courting process, that now that, okay, once the man got you, once the man has shown that, he put in the effort to get with you, to show you that he wants to be with you. He's already now in a relationship. He's putting so much effort, while usually the woman put in absolutely zero effort. Because women really, they're not courting men, they're not impressing men, they're not trying to make men, fall in love with them or any of that shit. So women really put in very minuscule amount of effort in the beginning of the dating process. So now that, let's say, in the marriage process, well, a lot of men, yes, they take a step back, because this is the thing. It is tiring to constantly put in so much effort, definitely so much effort more than a person, that, when do we think about the man's feelings? When do we think about, treating men right? That's the thing that a lot of men feel like, what? When is it about me? Why is it that in the beginning of a relationship, I have to put in effort? Now, when we're at the middle or whatever of the relationship, I still have to put in the same amount of effort, when in the beginning of the relationship, you put in zero effort. And now what? Later on, you put in about half of the amount of effort, equal amount me. So now a lot of men take a step back and like, no, that's not cool. That's not unfair. And I think that's the consequences that women have created when it comes to the dating market, right? Where, yeah, they expect men to put so much effort in, it's become like not that great of a feeling, right? And then men just think about, okay, fine, I'll put in so much effort now, and I get very little now. Then later on, when we're married or whatever, I'll take a step back, and now it's her turn. You know, I think that's a lot of times with women. So, and this is a thing where, like, if you want, like later on, she say she just lays in bed. This is a thing where, where's the effort? What do women do in the effort of trying to, I don't know, make the relationship better? Women never really say the effort that they make, you know, that they put into making the relationship better. They always expect men to do it.
The other marriage. He doesn't beat me, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't take money from me, but he downplays my emotions. I don't think he fully understands me. And we've talked about this, y'all. This has all been in counseling, but how do you lead?
And this is the thing with women. Downplay their emotions. You don't understand how tiring it is when she's crying to a bunch of strangers. Obviously, your emotions are too erratic. Your emotions are too much. You're too emotional probably most of the time. So yes, it is tiring. So no duh, this man would downplay it. So you're not being serious when you're practically probably emotional all the time.
The good guy. I'm having like an internal battle right now because like I want to leave. I want to file divorce papers and I want to freaking run to Maine or something. I mean, am I the crazy one? Am I the crazy one? Because I keep throwing these fits and fighting with him. I look legit crazy because I literally stay in bed all day. A lot of that is because if I don't stay in bed all day, I will nitpick him. And I didn't start.
And that's the thing, right? That sounds lazy to me. Stay in bed all day. This is the thing, okay? Women don't understand. Men love beauty. Men are attracted to beauty. So, here's a woman that whatever does she putting in? She wants effort from a man. When a lot of women, they also become lazy. They become lazy with their looks. I guarantee it. And it happens so many times. When a woman divorces her husband, she actually looks better. Because she puts in the effort. The effort to look better to attract the next man. But in her mind, like, okay, how about look better when you're in the relationship? Improve, like this is the thing. Find hobbies. Go to the gym. Improve yourself. And then maybe your partner will see that effort. See that, oh, you know what? You're actually doing something. You're actually trying, you know. Maybe he will join in. This is the thing where a lot of women don't understand that a lot of times, and I guarantee you, this is a sexless marriage. I guarantee you that. Because if she's acting like this, most likely she's not giving me any. So really, this is the thing where a lot of times women don't understand. They pretty much shit on their looks. You know, they just practically go down the drain with their looks. And they really don't give men any sexual access or sexual loving. So really, a lot of men, yes, they just give up or they become lazy or they don't even bother. Because women actually make men like that. Because obviously, she went down on her looks, maybe, okay? But I guarantee you, she wasn't looking like this when he was courting her.
Doing this until like last year, like I don't, because I'm so unhappy with myself that I will nitpick him and tear him apart. So if I stay in bed, I won't be mean. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And I'm only sharing this because I swear to God I promised transparency. And I swear to God I promised the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I am struggling today. But this has been an ongoing struggle for the past like 6 months of my marriage. And I've said it here and there in videos. But I've never gotten this raw. I'm tired of marriage counseling. I'm tired of trying. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready for a divorce. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally at my capacity. I feel like I'm stretched thin. I feel like I can't describe it. But I am not.
This is the thing. I mean, like, this is why I said it is harder to change a person's mind. because she's not in it anymore. I feel bad for the man. I feel bad for the man. And this is the thing where a lot of people don't talk about. This is the suffering of men. Where here's a woman that, what effort is she giving towards him? No. She's expecting him to put in the effort, to change her mind, to stay in a marriage that she chose to be in. Right? She agreed to be in. This is the problem, that people nowadays don't understand the commitment, the responsibility that you took on. Marriage is a commitment. And that's why a lot of men gave up, right? That's why either a lot of men, they gave up in the whole marriage thing, or they go passport bros. They go overseas for women who understand the sanctity of marriage. These women, they don't. They put in no effort. They really don't try. Right? I know women that, you know what? They will put in the effort in what they know that their husband likes. This is the thing where women don't tell the whole story. Because what effort is she doing to make him happy? Women forget this, right? Where women expect men to continuously make a woman happy throughout the marriage, throughout whatever, the rest of her life. While women really, they stagnate. They don't bother with making men happy. And this is the thing where if he stops, if he's tired, like, what about me? Well, this is why divorce rates are high by women. This is why women divorce men at a high rate. And this is a sad reality that a lot of married or divorced men are facing. Crap like this. A woman that sees a man, this is the thing where, what do you expect is going to happen next? Unless this woman is going to be celibate or single for the rest of her life, fine. But if she's going back in the dating market, what does she think she's going to get? This is the type of woman that becomes divorced and then comes back in the dating market and expect more from other men? No. This is why I don't have sympathy for women when it comes to the dating market. I do not have sympathy for women when it comes to the dating market. Because of crap they go through. How is this loyalty? How is this effort? Because this shows me that the next man, well, you can see what kind of effort this woman will put in. You can see what it's in store for you. That's why divorce, breakups, high body counts, all this crap is a really good indicator of what type of women you're dealing with. So, yeah, women like this is insane. Yeah, and this is the thing. That's exactly the thing. If she divorces and if she decides to go back in the dating market, she would then put in the effort to make herself look good, to make herself maybe more acceptable. I'm not even saying her, right? Women in general would do that. They will make the effort to make themselves look better to go back into the dating market. Instead of, how about making yourself look good while you were with your husband? This is the thing, women don't care about husbands or partners desiring them anymore after being in a long-term relationship with them. Insanity. But they still expect men to provide. But yet they do not care about their looks anymore. It's insane. It's insane. What do you guys think?